Hey guys, it's Austin the Doctor, and welcome to the 1000 sub Q&A, and it means a whole lot for you guys to sub and keep watching my videos, and it just feels really amazing. But anyways, let's get off to the questions. How hard was it to get to 1000 subs? And what kind of impact will it have in the future? Well, it was actually pretty hard in my opinion to get to 1,000 subs because YouTube is constantly trying to kill my channel, apparently, because you guys do watch it and some of you do like the video apparently, and I usually have someone that I know personally, so they usually kind of tell me what's wrong with the channel outside of my knowledge, because truthfully I don't know what's going on half the time. But apparently YouTube has cut my views a lot. They usually tend to do that around this time, but it's been pretty crazy this time, and I don't get what's going on. There, a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's just because this and this." I'm like, "Yeah, but it doesn't still make sense. You just can't take stuff like that away. It doesn't make sense." But going to like comments even disappear. I don't even get to read them. And I'm just like, "Hey, I wanted to read that, YouTube. Nah, you don't get it." Oh. Okay. But what kind of impact will it have in the future? Well, I hope it makes my entire path to making a good YouTube channel and making a big difference, instead of being that YouTube channel that wants money, just focused on money, more of trying to entertain people. Kind of makes a big difference. It's trying to influence other people to keep doing good things instead of going for the money. That's what I hope. What kind of impact it has, and I hope I can actually make you guys laugh sometimes and smile. Hell, I just want to be your friends kind of thing. But yeah, very good question, Justin. Congrats on 1,000. Does reviewing anime make it more enjoyable or less enjoyable? I can only imagine putting that much work into a series and not living up to your expectations. Well, let me tell you. If you want me to be truthful, it kind of does ruin a lot of anime series. And with DxD, I love DxD, but I don't know, I didn't feel like myself doing it. And I think it's partially to do with reviewing, dealing with the fandom, with the whole artwork backlash, and you just get tired of it. And with Darling in the Franxx, I love Darling in the Franxx. Oh my god, I really did. Episodes 1 through 19, well, 18 if we want to be extremely exact. But it honestly, making a series or reviewing animes is kind of like a gamble. You don't know if it's going to be good. You don't know if it's going to bring people to your channel. You don't know what's going to happen. And most of the time it's really upsetting. Just like The Island, it's not very popular with people. And it kind of killed itself in the long run with its whole bad episode. And I love How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. And Overlord, that's another series that I do enjoy. It's just the fandom I do not really like, because when I review Sword Art Online, I know the fandom's gonna be very toxic. I know that already, and I'm prepared for that. But I'm doing it for you. Congrats. Who is best Ram, Neko Ram or Oni Ram? So ReZero versus How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. This is a very easy question. Neko Ram. Yeah, fight me. But anyways, do you like cheesecakes? If not, what's your favorite cake? I love cheesecake. 100%. I think my favorite one has to be between the Reese's or the Red Velvet. And I love Red Velvet, if you haven't noticed. What is your favorite class in a RPG? Tank, Knight, Mage, etc. Well, actually, I love to play the tank. I sometimes play the mage, but it's usually tank or mage. I don't like playing Knight because I can do DPS, but I want to help the team out. That's kind of how I... What videos will you do next? Very good question. Well, truth be told, I don't know what I'm going to do next. I hope I can figure out everything, and I'm going to stick doing to Waifu Gon, unless you guys want me to do something different, like a best bro, best guy of the series. I don't know. It's all up to you. You guys... As I said, you get to comment, you get to tell me what you want. I'm not going to get very upset. I want to hear sometimes your feedback about what you want me to do, because I don't want to make content at the end of the day that you don't enjoy. Like you gotta, I want you to enjoy this content, kind of thing, and I don't want to force you to enjoy it. So it's up to you most of the time. And honestly, I really enjoy making the waifu gallon, so it's probably going to continue. I know the creative board approved it for a third season, and we have quite the roster for this time. But very good question. Akano or Kas? Well, Akano, I have to say, but Kas I do love as a sister or a daughter, so Akano obviously I'm going to pick. Who is your top 10 waifus? Well, Rem is not on top. That's number one. I'm kidding. But 02 is number one. Akano is number two. Icarus is number three. Himari is number four. Rem from How Not to Summon a Demon Lord is number five. Elizabeth from Seven Deadly Sins is number six. Mia is number seven. Straya from Sword Art Online the video games 8. Number 9, Chizuru from Real Life, and number 10, Yaya from the Unbreakable Machine Doll. Those are my top 10. When Sword Art Online 3 comes out, are you going to review it, and what's your opinion on the series? Thank you for the congratulations. I will review it. It's just I don't like the fandom that much because I have watched it when it's came out, and I know a lot of the fandom personally in real life, and I don't really like those people. And seeing them online, they're not very nice people. If you insult their Asuna, that's kind of the one thing I'm dreading, because I don't really care for Asuna in a sense. I wish she was a better character because I think she's so much better and progressive. But yeah, now I really am gonna review it though, and that's kind of my opinion, I guess, on Sword Online. It's the first season was okay. The second season, I don't know what they were thinking. I enjoyed GGO. I think that was the best out of season 2. But yeah, who is the best girl in Konosuba? Well, this is my opinion, and I know people have their own opinion about this. I would have to say Aqua, even though people call her useless. I really kind of get annoyed at that because she has revived Kazuma twice out of death. So yeah, she's useless. Let me tell you. Who's your favorite girl in Konosuba, guys? Do you miss being a gaming channel only? God, no. I'm gonna be real. Guys, if you're going to start a YouTube channel, do not start up gaming. Gaming is such an oversaturated thing on YouTube, and it's just, if you want to grow, that's not the route to grow. If you want to enjoy what you want to enjoy and make stuff, do a gaming channel if you want to do that. But if you want to grow at the end of the day, do not do that, because it is very bad, and you kind of get annoyed because you put all this effort in. I know, like Pitlup Paradox, I see him making videos, and they're pretty good. Especially Reaper, then Justin. They're all on my suggested channels, or, the channels. They all put a lot of effort in, and it's gaming, and it just sucks because it's so oversaturated. It really is. What is your favorite Metal Gear game? Definitely not 5. I would have to say 4. I love 4, and I know people are like, oh, but how about 3? Yeah, 3 was really, really, really good, but I really love 4 because it has a special memory with me. Do you miss Darling the Franxx? Yes and no. I don't miss the fandom, but I do kind of miss the anime. I refuse to accept that ending still. I really do. And it's been like, 2 months almost? Yeah, I refuse to accept that. Is 02 you're still your top wife? Yeah, she is. She's going to be there for a while. Will you ever do a face reveal? Probably at 1 mil. Yeah, see? Hashtag road to 1 mil. Let's get Austin to reveal his face. Ainz versus Diablo. Who would win? Diablo. Ainz may have, world-class items, but at the end of the day, he's not very confident in himself. Like Diablo, I know Diablo kind of questions himself, second-guessing, but at the end of the day, Ainz may have the world-class items, but when he runs out of those, what is he going to do? Diablo's himself. He's just powerful himself. He doesn't need the crazy world-class items. He does have the reflecting ring. That's the big thing that's probably going to kill Diablo. So, there you go. I know people are not going to be satisfied with that. How old are you? Old enough. Old enough. Top 5 animes. Well, let me think about this for a little bit. Rurouni Kenshin would probably be number 1. Number 2 would be High School DxD. Number 3 would be No Game No Life. Number 4 would be Seven Deadly Sins. Number 5 would probably be Heaven's Lost Property. Those are probably the top 5 of, my favorite animes. Favorite Marvel character? Well, it has to be between Deadpool and the Punisher. I love those two. I really like Deadpool, though, and I know this sounds really mean. I liked Deadpool before he got this popularity, and I was hoping for that movie to come out. So when I saw that leaked footage, it was amazing. Favorite classic anime? It is between Rurouni Kenshin and Cowboy Bebop. What's 2 plus 2? Fish. Which celebrities would you like to meet in the U.S.? Well, truth be told, I would love to meet Brendan Urie from Panic at the Disco. I would love to meet, I keep forgetting their names, Jensen and Jared from Supernatural. I don't know. I wouldn't want to meet a lot of singers. I don't know. I only would want to meet Brendan, and I guess that's really weird, but I don't know. I don't really see myself wanting to meet too many celebrities. Favorite cake? Red Velvet. Best anime so far? Well, that's kind of a hard question to answer, but I'm gonna say, on my opinion, the best anime so far that has delivered it perfectly, in my opinion, and I know this is gonna piss people off because it is a classic anime, is Rurouni Kenshin. Even the live-action anime films are very good. What is the hardest part of making the videos? Well, it's actually coming up with the ideas, and let me go through the process because I know people might be curious about this, but I think the hardest part is uploading it and kind of not seeing it do so well right away because, it kind of hurts, and just looking at the feedback sometimes, just losing all those views basically from YouTube when YouTube wants to kind of put their big boy pants on and bully you. But I think that's the hardest part, and the true honest part is having the courage and the mentality to go do a video, because sometimes I do not feel like making videos, honestly, and it's just sometimes getting a very big dump, I guess, or the dumps just don't feel that well, and I just feel like I'm not good enough kind of thing, but I usually pull out of it, so that's usually what the hardest part is. Okay, let's go to the good old Discord questions. That was all from YouTube. Do you prefer boobs or butts? Well, I'm a opie man. What is your favorite dere type? Yandere, I guess. I know that's kind of crazy. Ooh, you're into the crazy girls. Yeah, it explains my life. Favorite type of movie? Well, if I have to say my favorite type of movie genre, it has to be between a good action and good, I guess, adventure. I don't know. I like adventures, I guess. Are you going to do a podcast anytime soon? If so, with who? Well, I might do a podcast, but it's not going to be with any big names. Just going to be honest. But I'm probably going to do some with, the people I trust to having a podcast. So probably one of the mods in Discord probably would be in it, but yeah, can we ask twice? Yes. Are you the GOAT? Not yet. Not yet. I don't feel I'm worthy of being called the greatest of all time, but I would love to be the greatest of all time, but that's a very long road, and it would be interesting to see that happen, but we gotta stay grounded here. Best favorite weapon? Or favorite weapon? Well, depending on what you're talking about in video games, I usually love having, I know people are like, you weeb, I love having katanas. I'm gonna be real, and usually when I can have katanas or M1911s, hi Deadpool, it's usually good. Favorite type of anime girl? Well, I like an anime girl that usually has a good personality. I'm being real. If she has a very phenomenal personality, I can end up really liking her and appreciating the author's hard work, and that's kind of why I always loved 02. 02 or 02? Whew, that's a hard one. I have to say 02. Worst anime you've ever come across? I know people are going to get very, very butthurt when I say this, but it's between One Piece or JoJo. I know people get very offended when I talk about that. What powers you wished you had? from anime, movies, and series, etc. Truth be told, I wish I had the powers from World Break, I think it's called, Ari for the Cursed Sword. That would be amazing, just to have the ability to remember your past lives that had powers and use those powers in the future. That'd be cool. Your perfect anime family. You know, as much as we watch anime, I don't really see much family all the time, but truthfully, it's usually not even blood related. And I'm going to have to say No Ren was a very good family, even though they weren't blood related. No Ren's a very good anime, if you want to check that out. Top 5 or top 10 anime characters you would bring together in a mission. Well, let me think about that for a little bit. First things first, I'd probably have the Perverted Clan. I would have Issei, Master Roshi, Meliodas, who else? Tomoki. I know I need 2 more. Master Jiraiya, obviously. The number 5, to throw a big contrast and a wrench into the entire system, Seraphol from good old Is This a Zombie? Just to have them do their stuff, but have a good balance, I guess. What would your be your most wanted crossover that does not involve mecha anime or another world anime? What are you trying to say? I only watch that stuff, James. Huh? Yeah? What are you trying to say? Well, thank God you asked that, because I have an answer. Bakken and Test cross. My mental choices are completely interrupting my high school romantic comedy or real life with Bakken and Test. I think that would make an interesting crossover. What monster girl would you like to have? Well, that means everything's over. I'd say a cat girl. If that doesn't count, probably Lemia. What anime you wish to get a game or another game? Well, truthfully, I really hope they do this. A Knights of Magic game. Or start giving us the Another World animes that are based off or that look like MMOs. Give us those video games, please. It's really annoying. I want a Konosuba game. Come on. Most complicated anime or game you have ever come across? I can do both. Most complicated anime, I would have to say, is probably Island currently. I don't think it gets what it's doing. And video game wise, story wise, trying to understand it, I would have to say Bioshock Infinite. Top favorite likable anime characters from 2018 so far. Well, I love Ren. She would be one of them. Greenwood or Shreya would be one. Rene I love. Obviously, 02. Come on, guys. What kind of question is that? I did like, what's her name? I'm forgetting her name from Darling the Franxx. Miku. She was a good character. What was it, Death March, I think? And the entire cast was really great, in my opinion. Well, Slow Start, those characters too. Definitely SAO, GGO, Len, and Pito were amazing, especially Fuka. I'm trying to remember a couple other. Comet Girls, definitely. Those are kind of my favorite ones. At the moment, what is your favorite video game or video games? Well, truth be told, I love the Bioshock series, so that's probably one of those. The Last of Us is definitely my favorite, but the game that I keep going back to and having no problem, I know this kind of sounds weird, is Borderlands 2. I love Borderlands. I really do. But that's not my top favorite, because it's so hard to pick a top one with video games. But definitely, those are the video games to come back to keep playing. What keeps you going onwards? Well, truth be told, it's you guys, most of the time. Seeing that I have such a great family, I guess, that isn't really family on the internet, it just kind of makes you feel comfortable at the same time, but that's usually what keeps me going. And if I'm ever in the slumps, I usually probably play music just to kind of get my mind out of there, because it's not good to have that mindset forever, because it's going to kind of ruin what you want to do. Animes you would like to see a crossover? Well, I definitely would love a Knights of Magic and Infinite Stratos one. That would be interesting to have those mechas in that. Konosuba across Damachi, I would love that. How Not to Summon a Demon Lord and Overlord would be interesting. Those are the other ones I would love to see. I know High School DxD and maybe Trinity 7 might be an interesting one. Or Yeah, actually, yeah, that's a good idea. Good job, Austin. Thank you. Anyways, you wish would have been completed. Oh yeah, soccer, eh? Yeah, I do believe that would be nice to have. I definitely want No Game No Life. Give us No Game No Life, Madhouse. Really, give us it. I will hunt you down. Anyways, getting back to it. Your favorite hero or soon-to-be hero in My Hero Academia? I know this is going to be such a bland answer and people won't like this, but I love Deku. He honestly reminds me of Naruto, so that's going to be my answer. And I do love All Might. All Might's amazing. If you could get a real life, would you? Hell yeah, I would. Real life is one of those animes that really get you thinking. If you are like above 20, you're just like, yeah, I would like to do my life over and see what I could do better. Best anime, manga, light novel you've been hyped for? Truth be told, I was very, very hyped for How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. I really love the manga, and the manga is fantastic. A lot of twists, but yeah. How do you think Overlord 1 is / going in the terms of pacing for arcs so far? Well, I think the pacing's good. It's just they have those really bad filler episodes, and I don't think they can do fillers most of the time, but as I keep telling people in my Discord, I would rather have Season 2 as Season 3 and Season 3 as Season 2. Because that makes the most sense in writing. Just not throwing random stuff at us. Favorite movie so far from 2018? I haven't been to the movie theater this year at all. Really at all, actually thinking about it. So I can't really answer that one. Which mangas or light novels have you read so far you wish it would get an anime adaptation? Well, truth be told, most of them got their anime adaptation. I really do want more No Game No Life. I'm being 100%. I really love the light novel. Especially DxD is just phenomenal. What's your opinion on Battle Royale games? My opinion is it's one of those kind of overplayed things because everyone wants to do it. Because Fortnite and PUBG and H1Z1 all kind of, especially DayZ, have all kind of made it very popular. But in my opinion, the one Battle Royale game that I'm very pissed off that's not out is the SAO Fatal Bullet, where, you know, you actually have a decent freaking damn Battle Royale. Bandai, like, you're stupid for not taking advantage of that. Battle Royale is popular. Do the actual really great Battle Royale that you've made, well, SAO's made. I know people hate SAO, but you gotta admit that Battle Royale is pretty cool, having equipment you earn pinned against everyone, so you can't get cheaply killed just like in Battle Royale games. That's the one thing that pisses me off about Battle Royale. People think you're good, that you're good when you kill people with no weapons. No, you're just a scumbag, being honest. Ninja. But how do you work on your videos? Carefully. Who are you, the YouTubers you watch? I mostly watch PewDiePie. Probably, I don't know. PewDiePie is usually the one I watch. I don't really like to watch many YouTubers because it's usually drama filled these days, but it's probably between PewDiePie, Good Mythical Morning, Matimio, Jack Frags. I think that's about it. Oh, and the AI channel, because, you know, that's pretty awesome. And of course I watch my good old friends that make their videos. If you live in Japan and can make an anime, what anime would it be? Well, it probably would be either the rework of Darling in the Franxx. I'm pretty sure I can make it 10 times better. Or I'd probably make a ecchi romance action kind of with supernatural in it. Kind of like another DxD. Or I would make a completely different one, screw with people, and do kind of like a real life story that I know. Like kind of some stories I've done in my life. Favorite music or bands? Well, I love Panic at the Disco. I'm going to be just 100% with you. I love that band. Most enjoyable YouTuber? PewDiePie makes me laugh. I originally did not like PewDiePie because he kind of just was over the top and it just annoyed the hell out of me. But he's my favorite YouTuber so far. I know that people are like, oh, really? Yeah, I actually really enjoy his videos. They make me laugh. Favorite first episode from the summer anime releases? Yuna the Hot Springs or How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. Those were two of my favorites. Favorite JRPGs from the last 2 years? I don't know if we can count Terra No, I don't think we can. But I know this is going to be bad, but I would have to say it's between the Sword Art Online games, and I really like Fatal Bullet. Favorite foods to eat while doing stuff? I really love myself a good candy sometimes. I usually have like a Tootsie Roll or a Jolly Rancher when doing stuff. Animes that you hooked you up for good from the start till the end. No Game, No Life and Knights of Magic. Those are the two. And I would have to say Assembly Deadly Sins. And I never really can watch a 24 episode anime straight, but I did. I kind of regret that I did because I would love to watch it all over again. Old games you wish to make a comeback. Saints Row 2. I really want Saints Row 2 to come back. Favorite fighting games you've ever played? It would have to be between the original Street Fighters or Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I have fond memories of both. But those are my favorite fighting games. I don't really care for, Injustice or Mortal Kombat, made by the same thing. Anime studios, manga, magazines you would love to work for one day. I would love to work for probably Passion or A1, so I can fix this damn mistake that they made with Darling and the Franxx. I'm going to fix this damn mistake. Not even Flex Tape can do it. I love doing that. Favorite anime studio so far? I love Madhouse. But if I have to go non-popular, it's probably between TNK and Passion. Why do you prefer console over PC? Well, PC's too expensive, and being real, I don't like mouse and keyboard at all. I've always loved the controller. The controller's comfortable, and at the end of the day, yes, there's some good exclusives on PC, but it doesn't give me enough, enough to go to PC. I still enjoy my console. And consoles, as I said, at the end of the day are cheaper. Yes, it doesn't look the best, and that's literally the difference. There's no, there's a gameplay difference. No, there isn't. No, don't lie. Animes that let you down. Darling in the Franxx. And The Master of Ragnarok. Just being real, especially Angels of Death, and especially Island. But those are the ones that let me down, because I had such high hopes, and I wanted the best for them. But, crushed. Opinion on other anime review channels. I have an anime review channel. Does that tell you enough? Opinion on anime games, like what you should have add or not add. Example, SAO Fatal Bullet. Well, my favorite anime video games is between the Senra Kagura Peach Beach Splash and the Fatal Bullet, obviously. But honestly, Fatal Bullet had the potential to be really great, but they just shot themselves in the foot because they want to focus on Dragon Ball games, Bandai. I don't get you. I really don't. Fatal Bullet is actually a really great game, one of the best sort of online stories, in my opinion, that have ever come out. But honestly, if they made it a co-op online game, I think it would be so popular. And if they added that battle royale, they would make bank. You may be the GOAT, but you're not the GOAT until you have the boneless pizza. So my question is, will you become the GOAT? One day. One day I will. Favorite DLC from Fallout 3? Mothership Zeta would probably be one of them. Since you gave me time to actually think about that, I would have to go with Mothership Zeta. Even though, Far Cry 5's DLC is ripping off of that. Anime worlds you would love to live in. It would be between the Knights of Magic, No Game, No Life. And I know this is crazy, but how not to summon Demon Lord, even though it's very crazy there. It's very peaceful, too, at the same time with certain areas, because if you read the manga, you would realize that a lot of the people in there are not high levels because the Demon Lord hasn't came out and killed anyone. So, that's kind of why. Thoughts on Fallout 76, and what are the animes you're most excited for in the fall season? My honest opinion, since I am a PlayStation fanboy, I guess people will call me, but a PlayStation user, I do not like Fallout 76. I do not like Bethesda because they're very scummy. Because people will usually buy their BS about, the crossplay doesn't want to work. Oh, it's because of Sony. No, it's called, you guys are only punishing Sony because you are getting paid by Microsoft to be that way. At the end of the day, that's why you see, Microsoft at the end of their videos. But it's just sad because people are like, it's security issues. That's why you didn't do it last gen. Yeah, PSN still has security issues. So what's the excuse? As a person that is on PSN, we have so many times that it goes down, and so many times I have to, change my password because of some security issue. So there's no excuse. And fall anime that I'm most excited for is probably Goblin Slayer, if that's still coming out. Favorite sport to watch? I'm not a big sport fan, but it's usually football or soccer. Which superhero, Marvel or DC, would you like to be friend or a partner with to fight crime, bad guys, etc.? I would love to probably, so I don't get killed. I know I wouldn't work with Deadpool, but I'd probably pick Spider-Man. What is next from here? The world. Take over the world, guys. That's what's next. We're gonna take it over. We're gonna make it big. Yes, yes. I'm kidding, but probably from here, 2.5K, then 5K, then 10K. Kind of that little things, because I can't wait to get further with you guys. It's been an amazing journey, and I hope you guys still enjoy my content. But this is just the beginning. We're gonna make anime YouTubers great again. God, I hate using that, but yeah, no, that I just want to make a difference in the anime community, because most of the time you see them, they don't either care enough to put enough research and stuff, or they're just doing it for the money. That's why I have my own anime review channel, going back to that previous question. But yeah. But anyways, guys, thank you for all these questions. It means a whole lot. I hope you do enjoy this long video. But anyways, guys, this is Austin the Doctor signing out. Peace.